Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond.
Yo, what's good? You know, Mr. Perspective, Doug Bennett. And as always, I'm joined in the lab Try again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give a woman more props. You know what? I gave Tina more props for going back to Ike than I would for a ref letting two wrestlers come back together after punches was thrown. That's amazing.
Oh, here's the real kicker.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, there's more. So after the second breakup, where again, both parties being pulled together, again, looking like a WWE match. So the referees congregate, they talk, they're wondering, it's like, okay, should we cancel this or continue?
They actually had a conversation.
They had a conversation.
After two punches were thrown.
After two punches. So
talk about third time's the charm.
So they brought him again. The referee says, okay, with 8 seconds left in this match, too. The ref said, went down, huddled the two wrestlers and said, hey, I can tell what they're saying because it's like this. We're going to finish this. All you're going to do is stare each other down, hold off for 8 seconds and call it. Call it a day. Got it? Good. And that's what they did. They just stood it. You
want to know why? I done figured that shit out. Them refs get paid by the match. Yes, they do. They get paid by the match. They get paid by the match. They like, you know what, man? I am not about to sit up here and lose out on my $15.55. So, you know, applaud. I applaud to the refs about perseverance. Hey, continue to look beyond their faults and see your needs, which is the need to pay your bills. I get it. But one thing we can do is constantly look beyond the faults of certain people in our community. I want to take a serious turn here. We have been infected with a disease in our community. After years of whether it be HIV or years of COVID or anything, we are now hit with the SNS. That's right. Stupid nigga syndrome. Hit it, B. These people right here are part of the stupid nigga syndrome. That's right. These people. And now who is added to this? That dude right there. This nigga is amazing. His name is Ja Morant. That's right. Ja Morant. Ja stands for just Morant or Moran. Okay? He was on Instagram. Caught waving a gun after losing. Now, not only did he lose the game and possibly endorsements, he's lost his mind as well. Let it be. What is the problem with us? Is fame too much for us? Because I'm sorry, it needs to be said. I do not understand us, man. I don't. Like, it reminds me of the great Chris Rock. It reminds me of the great, there he is. First and foremost, I don't understand why you got on, I've never understood jewelry with no shirt on. Because if the diamonds was real, wouldn't they cut you? But that's for another story for another day. I'm just going to keep it real. I am, because this is my show, all right? This stupid nigga syndrome has got to stop. It really and truly does, because the one thing I'm getting tired of hearing now is about this boogeyman called the quote-unquote white man. It's the white man that make us do this, and it's the white man. Man, I am not sitting up here saying that there is not systemic racism and there are not people out there from other races and cultures that purposely go out of their way to hold minorities, especially black people, back. But it's to a point now where we starting to do it to ourselves. We are really starting to do it to ourselves now. Ja Morant is a 23-year-old black man making money that literally and truly there are individuals out there, some probably individuals in the NBA that don't believe he deserves the money that he makes. This man literally makes $10 million a year now off his rookie contract that signed an extension that will get kicked up to about 30 to 40 million next year and signed a $200 million contract with Nike. Now, if y'all don't understand, Nike and other corporations like them will cut your ass like a 6 toe if you affect their bottom line. You better ask Kyrie Irving. Kyrie out there playing in Skechers. Skechers and Crocs. Ain't that what he playing in now? Because they done rescinded his damn Nike deal. He's out there, and he out there playing in Skechers and Crocs. Kyrie ain't been able to stop on a dime since. Because you know Skechers got them wheels under them. You know, so every time Kyrie try to stop to cross somebody over, he keep going while the ball stay there. I'm telling you right now, y'all, real talk, us as black people, we got to get this shit together. And you know who I blame the most for this? I blame T. Morant, Ja Morant's father. I wish we had a picture of him because he literally looks like a low-budget Usher Raymond. If Usher, I'll put it like this. If you could buy Usher at Bed Bath & Beyond, then T. Morant's dad could be found in any home appliance store at Walmart. That's who T. Morant is. Constantly walking around with sunglasses on like he the star. Wanted to get into a fight with Shannon Sharpe the other day. Shannon Sharpe's legs is bigger than T. Morant's entire body. T must stand for tiny. It must. Because I don't understand it. You're his father. Where is the guidance at? Instead of you sitting up here with sunglasses on, mingling with players and everybody courtside soaking it up, you need to be in the backdrop, insulating your son and preaching to your son what is at stake. Because the one thing I'm sick and tired of with black young superstars, whether you're in athletics or in entertainment, I'm sick and tired of y'all thinking y'all made it here on y'all own damn merit. Let's just put this shit out here. I am sick and tired of our black stars feeling like they made it here on their own merit. You did not. You are standing on the shoulders of giants. For all these people who sit up here and talk shit about the old school, like the one thing I can't stand in the black community, it seems like we're the only community that does not give proper or just due to the generation that came before us. We're the only community that does that, it seems like. They sit up here and say Tupac wasn't a good rapper or all this other stuff. Like, are you kidding me? Tupac was going quintuple, what's five? What's five?
It's quintuple.
He was doing quadruplets, all right? Back in the 90s, before there was all of these streaming services where you had to walk into a Sam Goodies, you had to walk into a Virgin Records, you had to walk into a mom and pop and buy the damn album. They didn't have all these streaming platforms y'all have now. And people sit up here and talk about Tupac. I have never heard Sheryl Crow say Dolly Parton ain't shit. I've never heard it. I've never heard Tim McGraw sit up here and say that motherfucker Randy Travis wasn't shit. I've never heard it. But only in the black community do we shit on the generation before us. You have a $200 million contract with Nike, Ja Morant, because of Michael Jordan. Anybody who has a signature shoe out now, it's because of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, his first 9 years in the league, made $4 million a year. $4 million a year. And y'all are now making $30 million a year, and y'all act like y'all are doing this on y'all own merit. There were people, we can take it back even further to the Bill Russells, God rest his soul, was playing and winning championships in Boston, and everybody knows how sketchy the history of race is in Boston. And yet, people like him, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Muhammad Ali, God rest his soul, Jim Brown, people like that, y'all are standing on the shoulders of giants. So to kill this stupid nigga syndrome that's seeping through our community, we need to remember that we're not doing this for us. The blessings that we're walking in are due to the sacrifices of those of yesteryear. And if we don't get our shit together, then the generation following us is not going to have any blessings to walk in. Ja, you got to get this shit together, man. You got to get this shit together. And I don't want to hear nothing about no mental health, because you had enough mental health to pull out a gun. Nigga, you don't even come from that type of background. That's what kills me. Jokers look at Doug and they be like, Doug, what you gonna do when you get rich? Sell out. That's right, I'm selling out. Doug, you a sellout. Yep, here my receipt. You want to know why? Because we got this whole keeping it real statement completely back. Somebody tell B, what does keeping it real mean? Somebody tell me.
I to this day, it's been known for a long time.
We were saying that shit back in elementary and middle school.
And it's like, and to this day, I don't know what keeping
what
it
does
real is.
somebody got to tell me what that's the number 301-761-1040. Somebody tell me what the hell keeping it real means. I just don't get it, man. We got to get our stuff together in the black community because this devil made me do it mentality where we're constantly blaming the white man is getting played out because ain't no white man sitting up here telling us to do some of the shit we doing. We doing it to ourselves. Ja Morant, $200 million. $200 million to sell shoes. And you on Instagram with a gun. I guarantee you the NRA ain't going to give you no endorsement like that. Hey, man, conversations with comedians on Beltway Radio and beyond. What? I guess the one and only Tommy Taylor Jr. is in the building. Man, listen. Look at this dude, man. Let me tell you something about Tommy. When I first met Tommy, it was at the Beer Baron in Northwest. We was down there working out, right? Everybody else come up in that joint. Sweatpants, Jordans, Air Force Ones, ripped up jeans. Tommy comes up in there like an express model. He comes up in that joint with some jeans on, some dress boots, a trench coat, and a Mr. T startup kit with a gold chain right here around his neck. I said, since when they start doing modeling gigs at 12 o'clock at night? He goes up there and kills the crowd. I said, this pretty motherfucker funny too? I said, this shit ain't even fair. Shit ain't even fair. What's up, Tommy?
What's up, brother? You got me. I don't know if that was a compliment or anger. You came in straight off.
It's both.
Cuts.
It's both. Tommy, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Tommy don't need them glasses, y'all. Tommy don't need them glasses, y'all.
Hey, man.
Take them off.
Nah,
this think I'm holding up.
This is part of the ensemble.
Hey, man, let me go ahead and give it to you because I got to give this man props. Tommy, let me tell you something. Tommy does his thing, y'all. So let me give you a little background on Mr. Tommy Taylor Jr.
Hey, drop some knowledge, bro.
Huh?
I said drop the knowledge.
Let me give you. Now I said send me a short bio. This brother sent me Psalms 119, okay? Which is the longest chapter in the Bible. All right. Tommy Taylor Jr. has opened up for comedians such as Tony Rock, Annie Letterman, Bill Bellamy, and was recently named one of HBO and ABFF's top 10 up-and-coming comedians in the country. He is an award-winning actor, comedian, filmmaker whose career has been on fire with Dry Bar comedy special releasing this fall, launching his own groundbreaking comedy series, The Tommy Taylor Show, on Amazon Prime. Listen, whenever Amazon bring you something and deliver you something, that shit is official. You understand that? Amazon is giving this man his show. Tommy also starred in and won the hit reality television show The Proposal on ABC, which is where he got the glasses from. He wrote and created BET's All the Way Black and also booked a role on an upcoming Comedy Central television show. He is currently the recipient of the 2022 Mayor's Art Award, which is the most prestigious award given to artists in the District of Columbia.
Whew.
Listen to me. Conversations with comedians bring on the real deal Holyfield. You understand that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go how they used to do with when they introduced the guest pastor. I introduce to some and present to others. The Reverend Bishop Tommy Taylor Jr., BAMAED, and all of that other stuff. What up, Tommy?
Warm and lovely introduction there, brother.
No problem, man. No problem.
You read that with passion. You need to get like with integrity, brother. I appreciate it. I feel blessed to be here right now.
James Earl Jones and Morgan Freeman better watch out because I'm about to be the narrator of the future. You understand that?
Man, you're already doing it. You're the narrator of the now.
That's right. And ain't got to have no gray hair or a lazy eye neither. All right, so so Tommy, man, tell us what's been going on, man. What has been going on with you? Because you are here, there, everywhere. You all over the place, man. And there are people who either run in place, and then there are people who progress. You are progressing. Tell us about your progression, your journey of progression in comedy.
Man, that's I don't know where to start on that one. But yeah, I think everybody, you know, the goal is always progression, right? You always want to get better, and I think that's one of the cool things about being comedians is that like you never never at the pinnacle. You always got to work. You always got to like to refine, keep growing, and find ways to not necessarily reinvent yourself, but just kind of stay fresh and stay current. Because with comedy, things are always changing, so you want to be like right up on it. So yeah, just trying to stay the course, man. That's the course.
So let's how long have you been doing stand-up, Tommy? And what got you in it?
I've been doing stand-up like a little over 12 years, I guess now. And what got me in it? I just like to entertain people, man. Like ever since I was a kid, I would always like imagine like an audience was like in front of like I could hear a studio audience like laughing when I would do like silly things around the house or whatever. And it's just something cool about like bringing joy to people, you know, making them laugh. But that's like a power, you know. It's really a superpower because you think about it too. Like all of the, I know we're supposed to be lighthearted and jokes and stuff, but no, I mean like one of the fundamental inherent things of being human is comedy. Because you think like the first things a baby can do, they can laugh and they can cry.
Absolutely,
that's like the basis of communication and human interaction. So that's like fundamental to human nature. So like being able to kind of control people's moods, like switch the laughter on, switch it off, make them think, make them enjoy themselves, forget about their problems for a little bit.
I've always believed that. I've always believed that no matter people may not remember what you say, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And I think that's what you're saying as far as it goes with the controlling of the laughter, how music and laughter are two things that I know bring people together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Music and laughter. Because it seems like there's always a song to fit every mood. And if you have somebody who you can, because the one unique thing about comedians, and correct me if I'm wrong, we have the uncanny ability to be able to transcend color, race, culture, and creed by our experiences.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of the goals, for most people, I think. Some people can also be divisive. I mean, depending on how you use it, but yeah, I mean, I think there definitely is that ability to be able to just cross divides and even make people laugh at things, because we all experience the same thing but different ways.
Absolutely.
Right? So I was doing a class. I did like a little comedy class, and for aspiring comedians, actors, whatever. And one thing I just had them do like a basic thing. I was like, all right, we all came into this building today, and I was like, so create something funny. Create. What did I do?
What the fuck?
I had to create a funny experience off of just kind of coming into the building that day. Before the class started. But it was funny. It was I don't know how many people, maybe 50 people in the class, but everybody had a unique perspective. Even just kind of getting out the car and coming in, that 5-minute window. But everybody saw something different, and but all of them experienced that same moment. So I think that was so cool, and I think that's that should be the beautiful thing about comedy is everybody, you have a unique experience that you're conveying to an audience, and that but they can still relate to it, even though they may not have seen it or experienced the same way you did, but you're able to bring your perspective. But then again, that's kind of getting a little shifted from not to hate on the TikTok culture, but
I'm glad it was getting ready to go into that, because somebody, you've been in for 12 years, so you remember a time period prior to the social media craze. Because the one thing I say about social media is social media has a way of fulfilling dreams, even though people didn't put in the work. You get on there and you give somebody advice, all of a sudden you a life coach. Somebody see you do one push-up that you recorded, all of a sudden you a physical trainer. And now if you tell one joke, you a comedian. So you go back to a time prior to that. What have you seen, both positive and negative, that has come of this social media influx when it comes to comedy?
I don't know. Like I don't. So actually, I kind of was a kind of groundbreaker in that area too, because I started my sketch comedy television show, but I also put stuff on the internet, and so I had like a actually really nice following. And like that's actually what got me into like producing and stuff, because I created my own show, and we actually ended up winning like national awards and all kind of stuff. And I had the Tommy Girls, and some of that's on Amazon Prime now.
I don't want to interrupt, Tommy. I know you hear my voice, but you saw me, you recognize me. It's me, Brian from DCTV. So I remember those days you were doing your thing. And
now you want to show some life. I sit up here and give this trifling dude a banging introduction every show, and I'll be like, "Yo, be easy on the ones and twos." He'll be like, "Hi." Now that you can verify that you are important engineering wise, now all of a sudden you want to see. This is exactly what happened.
Let's get back to Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy,
this is what happened when you get company. They act brand new. Go back, Tommy.
Yes,
go ahead. Tommy.
All I want to say is, hey, you've been doing your thing. I remember you doing your thing back then, and seeing where you are now, it's amazing. But dude, keep doing what you're doing, but continue with your story. Thank you.
Hey man, the voice of God. Thank you, brother. Yeah. What was I talking about?
How you made national awards, and pretty much
kind of just saying that. Like I was kind of really in the mix of like create content creators or whatever they call it now. But it was something that I really wanted to do, and like kind of expressing myself in that genre. And I was able to grow in our production style and editing, directing, all that kind of stuff from there. And so that was kind of like the onset, and it was like right at that like moment where like people really were, I guess Verizon and stuff started adding bandwidth.
Damn Verizon.
Like you really couldn't stream, and it really wasn't that long ago when you think about it. Like you couldn't really stream from your phone. Like you could watch stuff a little bit, but it kind of like hit overnight where like you could like actually like watch all your content on your mobile devices. And so I think that was really a game changer, because now you have content literally with you wherever you went. And like, you can stream, and now people can create content on their mobile device. So it's like in the last 2 or 3 years, even like being able to create stuff on your phone has been, it's taken off, from all the applications and even the advances in the filters. Now you can like change your whole look and like it stay fluid and realistic, So that's like really what people would have to pay lots of money in movie and editing studios to be able to manipulate, and rotoscope and all that kind of stuff. And now you can just do it on your phone, which is pretty crazy when you think about it.
Tommy is the first man to ever talk about filters in a positive way. Because I've been filter fished, not catfish, but filter fished. So I had a bad thing with filters, Tommy.
Hey man, you got to look beyond the filters.
You can't when all the pictures are filtered on her. I'm not even, but she know who she is. Gonna show up and ain't have no goddamn freckles, no carnation in her head and some shit like that. But it is
Adam's apple. I mean, that should give you a but
I said, where your freckles at? You said you had freckles. Oh man. So Tommy, let's switch gears. You heard about Chris Rock's new special that came out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a chance to peep it at all?
No, I haven't watched the full thing yet because I was out this weekend performing and stuff. But I saw like little tidbits, of nuggets of jewels.
Oh man, we got a clip up. Maybe you've seen it all. Pull that clip up, B, because we gonna dissect this joint. Pull it up.
But Will Smith practices selective outrage. Selective outrage. Because everybody knows what the fuck happened. Everybody that really knows I had nothing to do with that shit. I didn't have any entanglements.
He ballsy, man, because he filmed this in Baltimore.
I did not have any.
And you know that's Jada's hometown, so he pretty ballsy.
Know what everybody knows. It is
They went in.
fucking
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if he had filmed it in Calabasas, that's really saying something.
Would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something
Or
that
like 1.5.
fucking low down. What the fuck? That we all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television.
I agree.
Now, first of all, did y'all get permission to show somebody's TikTok page? I feel like y'all doing some copyright infringement right now. I don't.
Oh, man, first, don't get technical because you done got awards.
I got a bootleg of a bootleg on TikTok. Like,
Hey,
B,
you can't get in trouble for third party.
I mean, hey, I didn't post it. I ain't playing. Oh, y'all. I just would like to, for the legal people out there, I have no affiliation or direct association.
You're really serious about this. Tommy's serious. So I guess after seeing that, the first question I want to ask is, Tommy, have you ever been cheated on?
Have I? Probably. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I've. So, be frank, I have never been in a I haven't like really been in a serious relationship where I could be cheated on. Boom.
This nigga is Michael B. Jordan of comedy, ain't he? Like, for real. This nigga ain't never been in no public relationship ever. No, but I guess my biggest question is, because there's been almost like a dichotomy of responses. Like, 1 minute you'll have people who are outraged because they're like, why is he still talking about this? And I can understand why what happened to him happened. But then you got other people like the Leslie Jones and the D.L. Hughleys who are defending him, saying, yo, Chris is the victim. You can't tell him how long he should be able to process through something, especially something that was so public. And he has a right to talk about it, even though this is the first time we're actually hearing him. Like, we've heard dialogue from everybody else, but not from him. Yeah. What are your thoughts on how long a joke, is there a shelf life on a joke? Is there a shelf life on a joke? And as a person who's been a victim of something, is there a statute of limitations on when or how you can talk about it?
Man, look at you getting legal. Talking about statute. Whose law book would you look that up? No, I don't think
the SVU.
So yeah, let me see. You asked me a couple questions there. I think number one, he never told the story, like you said. Like, that was the first time he really like said this in a public setting, or a national setting. You know, because people were kind of waiting on his response, unless you went to one of his shows since then. But yes, this was his first public way of not acknowledging the event. So, you know, is there a shelf life? Not like, because people still were waiting to hear
from him.
What he had to say. So. And his account, his story. So I mean, yeah, it's the first time he's done it in a public setting. He didn't do any interviews. He wasn't on.
Yeah, he has been quiet. He
wasn't on with Michael Strahan in the morning on the Today Show. He didn't do none of that. Like, so he didn't do a red table talk. That would have been funny. I see he had the.
Oh my God! I think that would have been the highest show ever, like, for real. That joint wouldn't have been a red. That had to have been red room. Like, he'd had to been on one corner, she'd had to been in another one. Like, for real. Damn, you got me thinking about that joint now. Could you imagine a red table talk with Jada and Chris?
No, I think he should put that in the special. Like, had a little red table in the background. that was masterful. He did it in Baltimore, in their hometown.
That was masterful.
They had the red table in the background. I would have put all the Will Smith movies in the back too, and it came out the Tupac. Like I'm a petty person, so I mean I would have wore a bandana the whole time, like yay between every
and put a tattoo across saying hug Jada. Put that across my chest.
And then I want to end the show with August Alsina's.
Oh God, yo, hey there, Petty LaBelle. God damn.
Let's go. Like, but if you get smacked, he didn't do anything. I mean, it was all caught off guard.
Yes.
And, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty crazy situation that happened. And you know, in a weird way, I feel for Will Smith because he been trying to hang in there with her and whatever. She been running that dude through like Chris said, like he had her. she brought him on the show to talk about how she cheated on him.
Yes, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro.
Man.
Whenever a woman wants to bring you on a show, I don't care if it's Maury, I don't care if it was Jerry, I don't care if it was her own. You do not go.
Man, but you do you see like the levels of I don't want to go too far, but the levels that Jada went through, like, because nobody else has done that to their man. Like, nigga, who? Kim Kardashian didn't even put Kanye on the show. Like, imagine Kim, she could have done because they're all about the ratings and everything.
Because
like,
she know Kanye, there ain't no filter with Kanye. There ain't no filter with Kanye.
The ratings, you know, but even still, they didn't even go that far. But Jada took it to the next level.
Could you imagine if let's just think of some celebrities. Could you imagine if Pauletta had did this to Denzel? So Denzel, how do you feel? Okay. Okay. So see, what you want me to do is you want me to get out of my character.
Yeah, I feel like I was Denzel with Forrest Gump. Okay. Log a box of chocolates here, and
with Jenny. Jenny used to pimp whole forest out like that too. I'm gonna go out here and get ran through and then come back to Forrest. The Forrest still gonna marry me and love me. Dead serious. I guarantee you Will got a boat named Jada. All right.
I think that's a whole nother topic though, because like I think I was actually having a discussion with a friend. A girl kind of did that to him today or whatever. Like she kind of like ghosted and came back like, "Oh, I really miss you." But it's like for some reason, like I had to say it like when I was younger, I was like, I feel like women want what's bad for them.
Absolutely.
In the day, they kind of want what's bad for them because they always go to like the bad boy, like the negative.
Yes, the worst dude. It's always the thing about it is, Tommy. Every woman has the same list what they want with a man, but they do the I want a man that's gonna treat me good. I want a man that's a gentleman. I want a man that's going to protect me. He got to believe in God. I said it like this. I remember one time, man, I was on the stage. I said, women, y'all don't know what y'all want. I said, y'all want a man who love the Lord but serve the devil. Y'all want a man that sell drugs but can claim it on his taxes. Y'all want a man that know the Bible but know Tupac raps. I said, y'all don't want a regular dude. Y'all want ghosts from Power. Like, that's who the fuck y'all want. Y'all want ghosts. Like, y'all don't want no real dude, man. Ain't no dude like that out here. They want Tupac in a suit.
No, but they don't even really want that. They want what, so like, because you know what, I think women are more emotional. Not all women, so I'll preface that, but I think a lot of women these days, they want what makes them feel good. So like, and that's going to be a dude who has a good like mouthpiece, like who can talk the talk and tell them what they want to hear when the actions may not be accountable or cohesive with what they're saying.
Absolutely.
So, I think because that happens a lot of times. I always notice that even with my homegirls, I'd be like, yo, you know the nigga, like you found a pacifier in his bed. Like he was teething. Like nigga, he has a whole family. Like what are you talking about? Like, you can't, but they ignore it.
You found a pacifier in his bed. Who'd you think it was his? Nigga ain't lost a tooth since the 3rd grade. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like it's crazy situations and like, but because they hear, especially if you're telling them what they want to hear.
Yes.
Right. And that's what like a player, whatever, F-boy, but they'll tell the women what they want to hear. And it's not the same as like lying, because like you can lie to any person, but when you tell somebody the things they want to hear and they want that feeling from like you're 6 feet, you got a good job, whatever, you match all the standards, and then you hear exactly what you want to hear, then it kind of sways you in different ways, I think for a lot of women. So they end up like chasing these dudes who sell them the dream, but then like when the good dudes just been there, like, yo, you really gonna leave me for this dude?
Yeah. And then had the audacity to think I'm still gonna be here when you come back.
Yeah, and they come running back.
Man, I tell you what, we just got a free session from Tommy Taylor, the Love Doctor. Hey Tommy, we like to get to know our guests a little bit by playing games and stuff on here. So this game that we're gonna play
games, I quit elementary school because of recess. I don't play no games. Nigga, y'all, if you want, you got.
All right, it's not a game. It's a this or that. All right. So I'm gonna give you 2 options. You choose this or that. Okay.
This is why I know you one of them dudes we were just talking about, because I just said what I did, and then you're like, no, it's not a game. But you know,
no, it's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. Just go with me. All right.
Let's go.
Comedy or acting?
Both.
This nigga here.
That's gonna be my answer. Both.
Okay. All right. Fine.
You wanna play games? I'm gonna play games too.
Fine.
We're all playing games. I'm not playing games.
Or titties?
Both.
Face or body?
The face is on the body, so both.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Martin?
Neither.
What?
We're going to Jamie Foxx show, the most underrated sitcom of all times.
Okay. All right. Peanut butter and jelly or ham and cheese?
That was 4.
No, it's not. Peanut butter and jelly.
And jelly. Those are two mutually exclusive.
No, they're not. They're they go together.
Says who? The white man that he told you that peanut butter and jelly go together?
No, black.
Options.
Black people have been eating PB&J sandwiches
No,
since
a black man invented peanut butter. Who invented jelly? Do you know who invented jelly? That's why all
Welch's is a black guy, isn't he? Isn't Welch's a black guy? His name is like Leon Welch's.
See, look at you. You're covering a lie with a lie. Right now. You should be ashamed of yourself. They should take you off of TV or wherever we're at. I don't know if we're on TV or not.
It's Leon Welch's. Look that up. Look up who came up with jelly. All right.
See, he don't know, but you talk. Why'd you give me an answer if you didn't know? You could have just said you don't know.
Because I'm not gonna say I don't know. Sure. I got a reputation to uphold.
Let me ask you, does that lies or truth?
Both. Both. All depends. All right, here we go. This one you can't say both to. I got your ass on this one. Popeyes or KFC?
Of course, Popeyes.
Got his ass. Yeah, we got him now. He does answer, America. He does answer. All right, here we go. Who has better food? A baby shower or a funeral?
It depends. So now there are caveats here. It depends on the ethnicity of the baby shower, the said baby shower or funeral. So if you go, what is that?
Black.
Well, it's not lotion properly, so I didn't know if that was white, like mixed. It looked Latino for a second. I don't know.
We talk about black baby showers and black funerals.
Okay, a black baby shower, black funeral.
Who got better food?
It's gonna have to be the funeral because because you got the aunties and the grandmas in there cooking. Unless they died, then somebody else is gonna cook. But yeah, because the baby shower, nobody it's the one the homegirls. Women can't cook these days, so they gonna have little like.
Tommy said that.
I
agree, but Tommy said it.
They got little Lunchables out there, little cheese, cupcakes. Nobody's cooking. Is what I'm saying. There's no cooking. There's no love that goes into the baby shower. So funeral food is gonna be where it's at. Because like even if nobody in the family can cook, one of the ladies with the big arm in the church, she's gonna be cooking the background.
Not the big arm. Not the big arm.
Man, that's where all the flavor comes from. Just that little.
Whoever lead the kitchen got a big arm, and whoever lead the choir got a big chest. It's always like that in black churches.
Oh, I have your answer.
Who came up with jelly?
It was a French person.
They're black. They're French black people.
Well, this one's a white dude.
Shit. He just proved my.
What's his name? Leon.
Leon. What's the French dude's name? You just can't say.
Denise.
Denise. And it's a guy.
It's a guy.
I do like to educate my host out there. You know who invented ranch dressing?
Who?
It was a black man. And his
so
farm,
everything but jelly.
His farm was named Hidden Valley. So when it was bought out, he sold the company called Hidden Valley, which was but he actually invented ranch dressing by a black man. So. Little fun fact.
I'm convinced we did jelly. That's just something that they done masked and covered up. We ain't gonna invent everything and not jelly.
Now, because there's no health benefits in jelly. So that was a pure invention of the Caucasoid, aka the Caucasian Anglo-Saxon, in fact. because peanut butter has lots of nutrients. Like jelly, that's where diabetes, onset, preset, and onset diabetes come from. It's oversaturated with sugars and glucose. Nigga, and see, this is why that is purely Caucasian.
Nigga, it's March. Okay, it's March. All right, it's March. No, do not. No, you see him do that. It's March. Okay, we're not. Let's get back to it. All right.
Why? So March, you can't celebrate the achievements of Black people in America and the world. So you gonna limit? Okay, brother, we're gonna have to talk after. Doc, I got my man, Doctor.
No, not him. Not Dr. Umar. Please, God. No.
Yeah, I'm about to put him on FaceTime. Let me see where he at.
No, hey, never mind. Please, not Dr.
We only got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, we only got 5 minutes, and Dr. Umar's achievements alone will take us in the next show. All right, let's go ahead and finish this. All right, Gina or Pam? This nigga's really called. Hey, stop.
Hey, D. Oh, yeah, we got another disciple. We needed to apostle. Oh, you wouldn't. My bad. I'll call you back. All right, bro. Sorry. Go ahead. What's up?
Shit, no. Gina or Pam?
So why you name all these Black shows when you don't even celebrate our Black people's culture?
Oh, this is one time he could have said both. Now, I would have taken both for this answer. Gina or Pam?
Of course, it's Pam. So, Umar, call me back.
Hey, cut the feed.
Umar, call me back. No, of course it's gonna be Pam. Pam had the little body, and and Gina got the show shut down. Well, I don't know if it was just her, but
so we both now. How come nobody chastised him for throwing out information that he don't know about?
What don't I know about?
You just sat here and said Gina got it shut down. Well, I don't know if it was just her.
No, down because of there was sexual misconduct charges and all that kind of stuff that she filed, and they didn't want to be in the same scenes together. So if you notice in the last few episodes, they never shot together, and then like the show was off. But I mean, Martin was, I think, using at the time as well. So I don't, for the reunion. See? Umar coming.
This nigga here.
I'm gonna get you.
Two more. Purpose or position?
Purpose, of course.
Purpose. And this is the last one. Finish this sentence. When I'm gone, I want this to be said about me.
Period. I finished the sentence. That was period. I'm gonna put a period after that. You still here? That's the last thing? Let's examine your set. Why don't you have any props in your set? What's going on back here? You got, what's that, Planet? You Captain Planet? Why you got so many? Can I just ask a fundamental question?
No, if you ain't gonna answer my questions, I ain't answering the damn thing for you.
I'm saying, why you have so many little plans where you can make one big one? Was there a purpose behind that? You didn't want one big one. You just want like 18 small ones. I can't even see what it says. What it says?
How close you got to get to the camera with glasses on? It says Beltway Radio and Beyond.
I can't see a little tiny writing. That's why I'm getting close.
You know what, man? I can't with this dude. Hey, man, conversations with comedians on Beltway Radio and Beyond, man. We want
to beyond. Why not just be beyond the Beltway? Why is it Beltway Radio and who was there a brain trust? You let a white man decide. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. It should have been Beyond Beltway Radio, but you did Beltway Radio because like why would? It's a lot of questions here. I should have asked this up front. I apologize for that.
We got 4 minutes left. Tommy, what the hell are you doing?
Y'all gonna show more bootleg content? More copyrighted. Put it back up. Wherever y'all.
Put the shit back up, man. All right, we got 4 minutes left. Tommy, at the end, we have a final perspective where I leave it to my guests to say something either educational, motivational, funny, whatever. What would you like to impart to our viewers and our listeners?
First of all, how many viewers do we have?
This nigga.
Is there a count? That's going to decide what I end up saying.
All that matters is Jesus is watching. The Lord is watching.
I don't think he's logged in because does he have the link? Where? Hey B, can I get a count on how many viewers are watching right now? Are there any? I don't see no numbers. They usually have like a little.
The numbers are hidden from here, so it's another
Thank
place.
you.
Have you been watching?
This nigga here, would you just say something motivational like, hey, stay off drugs, or Ja Morant, put the guns down? Say something.
I feel like you should have prefaced me with if there's gonna be like an ending moment. This is your show. I don't know why I'm doing like the final. Like that's like Jerry Springer letting one is, hey, bro, like nah, I just came and found out if I was a father or not. But now you, all right, give me the mic. This is not Beyond the Beltway. I already know that now because the whole structure of this show has been outrageous. You got another microphone in the corner.
Would you forget
Who's the other microphone going to? You got a microphone on your left hand side. Is there somebody you got? That's for like the
First, I don't like the air quotes, Tommy. There's no need to speak facetiously. This is for when we have guests that come in.
Let me turn this way. So I'm talking to the microphone. There we go. So
we got 2 minutes left.
I got as much time as I need. First of all, you ain't gonna limit me. I'm in my I'm gonna keep this stream. I'm gonna keep my camera up. So I got all the time in the world.
Wait, you can't.
I can do a lot. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. First of all,
first and foremost, didn't you just sit up here and say he ain't got the link?
Yeah, I did to your show. To my, we got direct access, but like I don't think he's watching this. I'm just being honest about it. But Mr. Perspective, my final thoughts are, man, this is a fabulous show. I think that number one, I think that we need a little more education on things of Afrocentric diasporic culture.
Cut the damn feed. Cut it.
Because Black people have done more for society than any other people. We don't get the credit or the. Now, can you name a Black?
All of this because I didn't know a black man created a white man created jelly.
Yes. Can you name me a Black explorer? Just one, an African explorer.
Matthew Henson.
I'd say African explorer.
Hey man, we listen, man. You know what? You're not gonna make me look like a fool on my show. Listen,
I just want people to know the truth.
I guess Tommy Jr. I am your host, Mr. Perspective Doug Bennett, who obviously
we don't talk over each other. We don't talk over each other.
To the show.
What I
will do from this day forward is know who and any other condiment that I eat. Hollywood. I still ain't seen none of these